Good morning, everyone. It's Tuesday. Yes, Tuesday. Tuesday, and it's 10 o'clock, so here I am. Hope everyone's well. Off later for our COVID jab, which is very exciting. That was a whole dilemma trying to get that all sorted. But yeah, we've got that this after about 11 o'clock, we need to leave here. So all very exciting. So let us start, and here we go. And these easy mornings when it all goes okay, and let's have a look. Any minute now. Yay!
Worked.
Good morning, you all right?
Well, yeah, good. How are you? Sorry,
Yeah,
I'm just going to turn the volume
there
up.
We go. There we go. So introduce yourself and tell us what you make and sell.
Okay, cool. So, hello, I'm Josh, and I run a small men's grooming business called Beard Work. We specialise in beard care products. Hopefully going to grow the range, but so at the moment we just sell beard oils and beard balms. So we've got 6 scents and an unscented option in both. So it's something to suit every taste.
Cool. And why did you set up your business, and how did you come up with your business name? Which is probably easy to work out.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I've got such a baby face if I don't have any facial hair. So as soon as I could grow a beard or some stubble, I've always had it. Otherwise, I'll get ID'd for a can of Red Bull. So I've had to grow one. So I've always used beard products. And my mum actually, she probably got me into doing this actually, because she's always been really into aromatherapy.
Sure.
Yeah, and mixing various essential oils with different creams and making her lotions and potions, as she calls it. So I took some ideas from that. So I'm going to try and making my own stuff. So I started playing around with different recipes and stuff, and eventually, fell onto our final, ingredients. And it's, in my mind, it's the best I've ever used. So I thought, cool. I want other guys to be able to try this.
Sure.
So we went on from there. And I think because when I was testing them all out, I was growing my beard at very different lengths. So I'd go from like short stubble, try a different oil for that, then growing it out, so looking like a poor man's Santa Claus. And then try a different oil and that. So like the idea of beard work was like, in my view, all beards need work, no matter how perfect they are. Every beard needs work, so beard work, essentially.
Excellent. And whereabouts are you based, and where is your workspace?
So we're in Merstham in Surrey, and our workspace it's a combination basically. So I've built I call it the lab. It's just a workbench with some shelves above, in the spare room, but it acts as a home office / what I call the lab. So we work during the day, clear everything out, sanitize everything, and then it becomes a lab in the evenings.
Cool. Multi-purposing, yeah?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Cool. It is, just to have that somewhere to do it, especially what you're doing, the sanitizing, all of that, the cleaning.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's
we
very
would.
important, isn't it?
I'd love to have like a little unit or in an ideal way, like a shop eventually. But good things come to those who wait, and hopefully keep plugging away, and it'll happen.
Exactly, small baby step. I like what you said earlier. I don't know if there was. I don't think you even noticed the pun, but you said "as it grows," and I thought that was quite funny about as it grows. That's quite good there.
It was deliberate.
Really
it was deliberate, Jason.
Yeah. It's really, obviously a beard grower myself. It looks really strange when I look at an old photo. We went camping one weekend with some friends. Great weekend. And we didn't shave for like 4 days, and then that was it. The beards that they came, and there were times when, God, we used to dye them and all sorts. But it is. Don't go there. But also, and we've learned as well, and sometimes you get like dry skin and all of that sort of stuff, and really kind of looking after it as well. And
I think it's under such duress. Your skin's under such duress when you're growing a beard, because little hairs puncturing through the surface of the skin constantly, aggravating. You need to be able to soothe it and moisturize it.
Because even underneath, it's still getting to. It's like when you wash your hair. We do have beard shampoo that we use. We use oils, all that sort of stuff, and it does. And it's a really nice thing as well, especially for us guys. The ladies, and the men, they love to smell you as well. Oh, you smell nice. It's usually the beard oil.
Yeah, exactly.
Really
definitely.
So
definitely.
have you got like a favourite item to create and why?
Yeah, like because we only do oils and balms at the moment, I've only got a choice between two.
Sure,
But
yeah.
I would definitely go for the balms because
Yeah.
it's much more of a process, which I really enjoy. And what I like is the scent. You'll find our scents are quite subtle.
Yeah.
They're not too overpowering. And so as soon as I've made the batch, it goes into the tins, and then they're instantly put into my balm fridge, I call it, because you need to cool it straight away rather than let it cool naturally, because otherwise that's where you get the grittiness. So we put it straight in there, and you don't notice the scent until they've cured, and they come out and they almost get back to room temperature. And then when you pick up the tin, it's like, yes, that's a good batch. So that's my favourite. And the Rogue is my favourite. Well, it's actually my girlfriend Jennifer. It's her favourite.
Yep.
And she's not the only one. There's been a couple of our customers say it really reminds them of candy floss.
Okay.
Which I personally don't get, but I kind of see it when I smell it. But that's why I love scents, is because everyone picks up something different from each one. But candy floss seems to be the favourite with the Rogue.
And I suppose, isn't it, as well? I mean, smells evoke a memory, a past or something, and it's really nice. I mean, especially, we're really looking forward to the events because, it's great, I mean, especially with you, it all looks lovely on Instagram, but you can't smell it. You can't, it's not
exactly.
So it's really nice that people will be able to smell it and things like that. And you've got different named balms and that you've got as well, haven't you? So
I'm gonna let Jen take the credit for naming them. I had little input in that sort of that side of it. But so we've got the Rogue, the Elite, the Imperial, the Origin, the Ritual, the Venture, and the Unscented, which speaks for itself.
Exactly, and it's nice as well. You do so you can buy all of them in little mini ones as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if people aren't too sure,
exactly, we've got what we call our multi-pack, which is just a 10ml bottle of all of them. So you get to try, because it's hard to, as much as you can describe a scent in words, exactly what you say, Jason. You need to smell it. You need to smell it, because I might describe it in one way, how I see it and what I smell and what the intention was, but someone else might pick up something totally different. Like the candy floss. It was never meant to be a candy floss scent, but
exactly. And it's really as well, something that I'm learning, in the last sort of couple of months, talking to people like you and the science as well that goes into everything, down to candle making to, Pure Mess that she does, hand creams and shampoos and all these great things. We're working on something with her at the moment, which is quite exciting. Something that I was like, what the hell is that? And it's really exciting. I think you're actually going to quite like it, actually. So hopefully it'll be there for June. So have you been working on anything new this year at all?
We have plans to, but to be honest, I've been working on our website predominantly. Totally green when it comes to anything like that. It was quite intimidating when I first did it, and it's improved when you look back at like the first kind of draft of the website, how it's changed dramatically. But, we're trying to get my head around that still, kind of like, we use Shopify, so on there, like basic things, you don't have to do much coding or anything yourself. It's kind of already input. But to actually develop the website more, you do need to do a bit of coding, because then you personalise it a bit more. So at the moment, that's what... Sorry, the door's going. It's an Amazon delivery.
I love it. That's great. The first doorbell that's gone. Love it.
So that's the concentration at the moment. But my hope is that down the line we go... I'd like it to be a men's grooming brand, not just beard care. But I feel like we've perfected the beard care side of things. One last thing I do want to release is a beard wash. I've had a couple of recipes, but I'm not happy with it yet. So until we have like a group of 25 guys that we send everything out to our product testers.
Fantastic.
But they'll only get it when I'm happy with it, and then we'll get their feedback, and hopefully get their feedback, react to that feedback, and then put it out onto open market.
And you have to be happy with it, don't you? There's nothing worse than putting something out and you're not too sure, and then it comes back with that feedback. And if it's in your mind, if you're thinking it, you also, with that, you get the guys with the photos, you get some really cool photos of the guys as well. Is that
exactly? Exactly.
Yeah, which is really good, isn't it? Which I have to say as well, I mean, it was running, obviously curating before handpicked and doing obviously 20 odd events. I've been looking ages for somebody like yourself, the beard oils and things, 'cause it's something that I like. And also, it's also getting other guys involved. I think at our events, we get, you know, there is a real nice mix, and, you know, the wives come along, as I keep saying, with the husband, and sometimes they're, you know, about coming to our events. Then actually they turn, actually, there's something here for me, and it's really nice that finally, it's taken 3 years. I've got a guy that does beard oil, and, you know, I know lots of guys in Dorking who will, you know, be there straight away. There's, you know, I can name I won't name them all, but I will be saying to them, look, come along, because they've got some really cool beards, and actually there are a couple of guys that it's almost lockdown beard that's gone crazy. So there we go, put some beard oil in it, which is really cool. So I
know how they feel. It wasn't before I went to the barbers, whenever it was last week. I started to look a bit out of control, because you can trim it yourself, but it's nothing like a professional doing it for you. It was needed.
And it's like, you know, as well, I mean, one thing with, you know, with Dapper Suave that we really kind of home in on. We've done like 15 photo shoots now, and we've worked with amazing models and guys. And we always kind of try to get the guy, you know, it's about the guy as much as it is the woman when we do these photo shoots, especially when it's the weddings. So we really big up about the guy, and, you know, the whole thing about, you know, it's okay for a guy to actually, you know, about his appearance and how he looks.
Of course.
You know, and it's really, really important, isn't it? You know,
I think 100%, and I think more and more nowadays, guys, we are taking better care of ourselves. And we do care about our appearance, and it's not something to not necessarily be ashamed of, but you like to be proud of. Like, you want to feel good about yourself and build your confidence. It's so good. It's like helps your mental health as well. It's like, I think recently it's become so much more mainstream and almost like accepted, if you like. But you know, it's about time, because we deserve to take care of ourselves as much as our female counterparts. Yeah, exactly. I think sometimes when we used to do some of the weddings, and there'd be the fiance and whatever, sometimes it'd be the guy that was more kind of, he was more into you know, the male groom than actually the woman, and it was quite funny and, you know, quite honest to say that, I like to have a, you know, a face pack, or I like to have a spa day. You know, that's one thing that I used to love, and that's one thing when we can again. I used to love the whole being pampered and 100%. I'll be there next to you, Jason. I'll be there next to you with a face pack.
Exactly.
No worries.
Exactly. Because have you put any of yours into? There was a spa place that you were doing as well, weren't you?
Yeah. So we've got some a barbershop. It's basically a male spa. They do it with everything. It's called the Gents Lodge in Canterbury, in Kent.
Okay.
So they've recently stocked our products.
Yeah.
And we've got sort of trials with another 5 or 6 at the moment. So once they've reopened now, they're going to get a chance to use them on their clients to see what they think, and hopefully to have a view to stock. Because it'd just be so nice. I want every bearded guy to be able to try our products. I genuinely think they're the best. I want them to use the best. And by getting into barbershops, we are reaching a lot more people. And then working with you guys as well, we're reaching more people. And as lockdown eases and we can see people and go to events like yours guys events, it's so much easier to explain a product in person and actually communicate with our customers and the guys. We want to build a relationship like in person, not just online. So it's key for us, this.
And what's great is you'll be able to get that feedback of what people, they might kind of say, oh, what about this? I mean, actually, you know that Dapper Suave, we do have a beard oil. So you're up there. It's the only competition there, but it's just something, we only have one. It's something that we've done. Last year, we redid it again. We had this guy saying to us, guys, you know, I need the beard oil, like, you know, because obviously the face mask. And so we're redoing it again. We're just tweaking it, but also with ours as well. We have probably a different view. We have I was saying yesterday to the girls, we have quite a lot of female customers. So we actually sold out with our beard oil by using it more not as a beard oil, but as an oil that you can use for your cuticles and things like that, dropping in the bath. So ours is more.
Well, that's why I say it is multi-purpose. I'll use it as a sort of on my neckline or my cheekline. I'll use it as a pre-shave oil to soften the hairs, the unscented one, and because it's quite lightweight. Any residues left in hands, I'll use it as a moisturiser, and it just absorbs quickly. So I've saved me money not buying moisturisers anymore. I've got an all-in-one with the beard oils.
And I think the whole beard is a whole ball game. You know, there's the combs you can get an angle that you can cut it, and
Yeah.
you know how you all cut it, and then you know the beard of how you make it higher than your cheekbones, and actually beards make you look younger, believe it or not. You can play around with you know, and you know if you've got I hopefully I haven't got a double chin under here, but if you have got, you know, a beard,
no.
We have an ethos that everyone knows. It's about being friendly, creative, and unique. Is there a kind of ethos or something that gets you through, or something you work with?
Our sort of saying, and it sounds a bit silly, but it's on our Instagram. We say we make hairy blokes look good. Yeah, because like I say, it's the all beards need work, and we've got the products to make these beards look great, and that's for a lot of guys. It's more than just a beard. It's part of them. You know, it's like part of you and what makes you you. Yeah, you've got to take care of it. So yeah, our sort of I guess our saying is, we make hairy blokes look really good. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it's you know as well, isn't it? You have a favourite aftershave or something. You know, mine, believe it or not, I've been wearing it for a few years now, and it's Calvin Klein Obsession, and I love it. Nice. You know, and actually. They were going to stop doing it, so I was like stocking up on it. I've got boxes because it's just something that I've had when I was about 17. My first kind of aftershave. You know, when you first kind of let's have an aftershave. Yeah. I've stuck by it. I've had some others in the past that not quite right, but it's that smell that's part of me now, and exactly. A beard all kind of does become part of you. That smell or that, sandalwood things. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. 100%. So what are your goals and dreams for this year? Yeah, so this year, I 100% like to have a beard wash released. Yep. But I want that to. Reason it's taking longer is I kind of want that to be a combination like beard and body. Yep. But that will come, but it's still in the works. Yeah. But exactly. I think our key thing for this year is working with people like you at your events and actually. Cool. Being out there, doing stalls, seeing customers face to face, and building awareness in our brand. I guess. Yeah, sure. I think that's the goal, and I think it's been because it was in the works prior to lockdown happening, but we actually got to a stage where we could launch. Was in the middle of lockdown. It has been that much harder to give a personal touch and people to see the faces behind the brand. Well, you can do Instagram and stuff, but I feel like it's so much better to actually in person, physically in person. So I think that's our goal is just to get out as much as possible in person this year. Yeah. And just hopefully get as many guys to try our products and hopefully enjoy them as much as our current customers do. Definitely. And, I think it's really important to get that feedback because you're talking about your body wash and things, but then ask people saying, what is it that you want? Because then, when you're at the next event and then come Christmas, that kind of gift box, and people love the whole gift box thing, don't they? Well, so, you can really kind of play with that, and probably something that you haven't been able to do. It's different Instagram and the way you interact, but then when you're actually in person, it's it's so much different, isn't it? So who would you say is your support network? Probably my mum especially, because I say she's the expert of her lotions and potions. Cool. So I go to her with because the other thing that she's really good at is the benefits of essential oils. Yeah, she swears by tea tree. Tea tree's her one. Yep. If I've got any ailment, she says, "Where's your tea tree? Get your tea tree on it. We'll sort it out." But so predominantly our family, but my friends have been amazing as well. Good. There's very few of them that don't have beards. Yeah. And they've got friends beards, like, I'm not my friend. Yeah, and friends like they can be brutally honest with you with their feedback. Yeah. And there's no holds barred there. It's but that's what I need. That's what you need. You need to hear exactly like honest, straight to the point feedback like that. And we had that with my friends and with our product testers. Just don't hold back. Like tell me exactly what you think, and that's what has enabled us to create products in their current state, which I'm so happy with. And actually, it's really weird. We were just filling in. We work with somebody at the moment who are doing a thing on Dapper Suave, so we had to fill in all these questions, and it was about how this is, and one of those, and it was giving advice. And I think you've just already said it. It was saying
get advice from people, but, you know, make sure that it's a mix, not just your friends, but a mix of people as well.
Yeah.
Because they can be quite honest. Don't just like, you know, your best mate is going to, yeah, you're wonderful because you're great.
Yeah.
But it's almost, you know, you almost need that. And actually, if they tell us, like, well, I don't like it, but then you want that constructive feedback of why you don't
100%.
like it. And then, it might be they don't like the smell.
It'd be such a mistake if we had launched without anyone, if it was just me that tried the product. Oh yeah, I love them, but that's, you know, that's my taste. We need other people to try them. And that's what our product testers was even probably more invaluable than friends. Because as you say, you got kind of, you get the guys who are always just say nice things to you. So yeah, it's brilliant. The guys who just want to slag you off because they're your mate. But your product testers are actually giving you like genuine feedback, because obviously they've used numerous different products on the brand in the market. So theirs was really invaluable, and we picked up so much. The feedback we used, 100% went all into when we revised the recipes and revised the ingredients, and then it's turned out well. So worthwhile doing.
It reminds me, a couple of years ago, we were asked to exhibit at the Gentleman's Grooming Show. And back in the days is when we had jobs, it was like, no. But they actually invited us along and free tickets. It was a really, really great event. And but when we got there, beard oil, and we got really excited. And then all of a sudden, it was another. And it was, you know, as it got to the end of the day, I was just like, I just got, what makes yours different from them? Because there were so many beard oils. There were some really great, you know, the way they set up their stalls or whatever. But it was that as well, which I was more interested in, was their story and like, you know, actually interacting, and then just the way they did it and told you about it and how to do it, and, you know, put it on your palms and then how to rub it. Because some people are a bit like, I don't actually know what to do with beard oil. You know, believe it or not, they're like, oh, is it just go like that, whatever? But actually telling them how to, you know, groom yourself and things like that. So just that bit of actually that, you know, just telling people and interacting instead of...
It's so much easier to do in person rather than, say, in words on a website or, you know, a post on Instagram.
And that's something that you haven't sort of done as yet then, really?
No, we haven't done anything. Yeah. So that's why, our first event with you guys in June is the first time we're sort of showcasing, if you like, in person. So we can't wait for that.
Yeah, well, as I've been saying as well, I am working at the moment on some kind of workshop stuff, which is really, so maybe to sort of join that, which would be really interesting. That's all about Instagram. It's about your brand. It's about setting up your store. It's about all those bits that you probably haven't thought of, which would be really, really useful and beneficial, especially 100%. To all the new people joining. You know, we're taking Curated to be a lot more polished brand, as I keep banging on. We're really taking this into the 21st century. No more, it's not a craft fair, it is a market for, you know, with like-minded people like yourselves. So there we go. So what events are you doing with Curated by Dapper Suave?
So our first one's on the Sunday the 13th of June, Summer Market at Dorking Halls. So that's our first one, and there's every chance we'll also be in October, November, December. But we just, because it's so new to us, we want to get one under our belt, make sure, you know, we knew what we were doing. Sure. It really works for us, and we work for you guys as well, so the relationship's there. Cool. So that's we've only got, so far from what the research we've done and the conversation we've had, it's only Dapper Suave that we want to work with. Exactly as you say, we kind of want to. As it sounds like craft fairs are amazing, and we love going to craft fairs, but kind of want us to be kind of step up from that, if you know what I mean. Like, I don't see it as a craft. It's more than a craft. Like, it is a craft, but I'm not very good at explaining.
And you see what I'm saying, isn't it? It's having that craft and those different things of, we've got the people who do crochet, but actually the crochet stuff they do is pretty cool. You know, like there's a woman that does, I'm speaking to her this week, but she does like crochet kind of face cloth things, which, you know, kind of like, and all of that, and it looks really funky. She's made it, but she's then thought outside the box of, how can I make this really kind of what, you know, the kind of generation, the modern generation out there want, which is really good, instead of it being some kind of cheesy kind of thing that you're like, well, that's a bit twit. Yeah, exactly. So we are working. So I think you've almost said it, but I mean, as I say to everyone, why did you choose to work with Curated by Dapper Suave? I think you've sort of said it, really, haven't you? So unless you want to add it to it,
No, it just suits us. Like from our initial conversation, I just feel like your ethos is exactly what matches us, and because you're cool. So I think that's the route we want to go down. It's like trendy, do you know what I mean? Like we're here for the modern day man, and I think a Curated by Dapper Suave event it'll be modern day men attending events like that.
Yeah, and you know what's really great, I mean, especially with me and Rob as well, is there's not many people out there that run the events. It's very, very, very female orientated. A lot of our people as well, as well. And I really really exciting in June. There are a lot more men involved, which is really, really great. And we've got the woods, we've got the metalwork, all that sort of stuff. It's amazing. So finally. There's going to be a lot more. So, the guys are going to get excited when they get dragged along and then go, well, actually, I quite enjoyed that as I walk out. Yeah, exactly. Which, that's something that, I'm always there chatting to the customers. And, from a 5-year-old to, I say, 95, I want to make sure that everyone that comes in that room, there's something for them. And if somebody walks out of that room and says, that was a really rubbish event, then I'm personally going to be affected because I've tried to make sure there's something for everyone. So, cool.
I can't wait. I think when I look at the other businesses involved, I think I'm going to spend a fortune on the day. I'm going to spend a fortune.
Don't. Do you know what? We've got our downstairs toilet it's loads of artwork, and we kind of put some more in the day. And I was like, there's just a few more spaces there, and and spreading out. I just love artwork. I mean, sort of behind, I've got Tara Lempica. There's James Dean there as well. So
I need some.
Yeah,
I've got barren wool. We only moved into this house in October, so we need to do it up. It's a bit of a project. But artwork is something we definitely need. So
there we go.
Well, June, for that as well.
The June event, there is some really great artists. I mean, I've got my own couple of things. I'm kind of and it's also, I know it sounds really cheesy as well, but I always want to see it. It's that bit. I just want to make sure, and because you see it, and I bet you, I know some of them are going to be absolutely amazing. So, really, really good to talk to you. As said, this video will go out on Instagram after we finished here. It's then on Facebook, and then it's on our YouTube channel. Have a look at Josh's details. They're all there. His shop. You'll be able to see him in June. And tomorrow, we're with the lovely Georgina from Oh My Fudge. Now, if you like fudge, this is just, honestly, seriously, I think I might go on a diet before June and then I can eat all of it. It's really, and that's the thing. I've looked at what she does, and she's, it just looks really, really amazing. So I can't wait to taste it as well. So, so that'd be really good to talk to her. Really great to speak to you. Like I said, we'll see you in June. I'm off now for my COVID jab test. Jab, whatever. Palaver, just trying to get that sorted the other day. It was such a nightmare. Just found somewhere to do it, and then Epsom race course. Thought that'd be nice. And then they said afterwards, it had to be Sandown. So I thought, we'll try and then get the next one. But then you can't get Sandown because it's not on the... and then we're trying to book it.
You're just in a tour of race courses.
Yeah, so we're off somewhere in Epsom, a Newell or something, or whatever, some crazy place.
Well, at least you're getting it done.
Hopefully, at least it'll be done. So, cool. Excellent. Really great to talk to you. Thanks to everyone joining today. Nice to see lots of people on here again. And we'll see you in June. Take care. Bye-bye.
Cool. Cheers, Jason. Bye.
Cheers, mate. Bye.